It means a lot. I think anytime as a faculty person you win an award that is exclusively a student voted on award, it comes from the students, as the Shankel Teaching Award is, I think that that's really special. And I think it means a lot to me too because I worked in Kansas athletics for a number of years between 2003 and 2012, I think. And I knew a number of the student athletes in that period who were part of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee, SAC for short. And this award is, the nominees are, they come through SAC, they're vetted by SAC. The award is given by SAC leadership members, and actually one of the students that was on stage on Sunday night when I received the award, Ryan Johnston, is a former student of mine. So that made it doubly special, you know, that it not only was it students, but it was a student who had been in my classroom with me. Well, anyone who was there on Sunday night knows that I was really taken aback. And I got emotional, which I didn't expect. And I even had a student come up to me earlier this week and say, I couldn't believe that was you on stage, you know, because the way my voice was working and how I delivered that speech didn't match how I normally speak in class. I think it means a lot too that it was Shankel. So, you know, who I knew a little bit when I had first started at KU way back in '03, through various, you know, not intimately or what have you, but knew of and saw sometimes. And he's somebody I really admire because he was dedicated to this university and he served in all these different capacities, right? So he was athletics director and he was chancellor. And he was also the president of alumni at one point as well, on top of being a biologist and a faculty member. And that's always what I've tried to do at the university is, you know, I've worked in athletics and I worked out of Strong Hall and I work at KU alumni in addition to teaching for sport management now. And I've always tried to, you know, serve KU students from all of those spaces that he served KU students and the community from, and so he's kind of an inspiration in that way, and so that makes it really important and special to me as well. You know, you're always trying to improve your teaching, and I love being in the classroom. I just came from there, and on a Friday morning, and certainly always trying to get better, to, you know, really get into the nuts and bolts of how you teach. You know, how do you scaffold assignments, and how do you arrange material, and how do you create meaningful dialogue in the classroom, and serve students where they are to help them tie their academics to their career goals and so on and so forth. That's all of my work, not only in sport management, but again in KU alumni. And to be recognized for part of that work, that the classroom aspects of that work I do is completely motivating, you know, and energizing. And I'm ready, you know, to get right back in front of more students, not only you know, next week, but next semester and for years hopefully to come. Number of HSES students that I've had in sport management classes were award winners for their play and for their academic work. You know, there were at the Rock Chalk Choice Awards, which is where the Shankel Teaching Award was given. There are both academic and athletic awards. There's a mixture, and we were very, very well represented. The School of Education, Health, Sport, Exercise Science, Sport Management, and I want all my students to succeed. And so to be able to celebrate with them on nights where they were being honored, and to be honored alongside of them was special for certain.